We're gonna see our little baby in 3D, which is something we haven't done yet. This is gonna be our first and our last 3D ultrasound, and our first, not our last, but our first time seeing baby together as a family, because Martin hasn't been able to go to any of the appointments. He's only been able to go to one because he started a new job. It was really, really hard for him to get time off to go to the other appointments because it was a new job, you know, there's higher expectations. He has to prove himself, so he couldn't just be taking time off. And then Mason has school, so he hasn't been able to go. So this is gonna be his first time seeing baby. It's gonna be all of our first times being together seeing baby. I'm just so excited because this moment hasn't been able to happen. Mason's gonna be so excited. He's been like counting down the days for when baby's gonna be here. And he cannot wait to be a big brother. He's beyond ready, and I'm so excited for today because I can just imagine his little face when he gets to see baby clearly. He did see baby once earlier on in the pregnancy, but he was just looking at the screen. He had no idea what he was looking at because it was like, he's like, I just see black. But this time it's a 3D ultrasound, so he's actually going to be able to see like features, and we're gonna be able to see features, and we're gonna be able to see it all together. I'm so excited. Today's such an exciting day. I'm actually gonna pick up Mason up from school early today because we have to drive out a little bit, eating my dates because they have natural sugar in it, and I think it'll help wake up baby for the ultrasound. But they did a study on dates. One group of pregnant women ate 6 dates for the last 4 weeks of their pregnancy, and the other women didn't eat dates at all during their pregnancy. And all the women in the group who ate dates during the pregnancy, all of them had a much easier and quicker delivery than the group of women who didn't eat dates. Obviously nothing in life is 100% guaranteed, you know, but why not go into birth and delivery knowing you did everything in your power for it to hopefully go as smooth as possible? So that's what I'm doing, and I hope it works. I'll let you guys know. I mean, I guess we'll see at the end of it all, right? Just goes like a big brother. Sorry if you see anything in my teeth. Cielo, look at me. Guess where we're going? Where? To go see baby.
No.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes, baby.
No.
Why do you say no, we're not?
We're not.
Mason.
No, we're not.
Mason, yes.
No, we're not. In real life?
No, not in real life, but like in the pictures. But this time, like, because I know you saw it once and it was black. Remember, you couldn't see anything?
Yeah.
But this time it's going to be like clear pictures. Like, we're going to be able to see baby's face. Are you so excited? Yeah. There's our little heart right there.
The heartbeat.
This is a 3D, right?
Nose?
Sitting right
You
there.
see the nose?
We've got like our fist right on. Like this is the,
Look at the
like,
nose.
the nose and the lips
The lip.
and the chin. And then this is like a little
I
fist.
really only
right
see
over
the
our
head.
face.
Yeah, it's just the head,
Mhm.
head, ears.
And it's like all up to their forehead. All right, I'm gonna grab a couple things, and then I'm gonna have you move to the side, and hopefully I can get it from the side.
It is. Whoa, they got
And I'm gonna redo that heart. Do you
It looks
see
like
that
this, look.
beautiful heart there? So the color, that's all the blood again, pumping through there. Ooh, beautiful. So we're head down, looking this way with our chest up.
Okay, head down, looking sideways.
Looking just like this, but our chest is straight up. So that makes our belly kind of straight up like this. Do one more little belly measurement there. I always think they look so cute, these round little tummies there. And they're all like basketball, you know. So we're in the 30th percentile for weight. Our two little eyeballs there.
You see the eyes, Mason? That's under the chin, look. The mouth, see the nose. It's from right
Look
here.
at, you see the little cheekies? You can like see those little cheeks right there and our little nostrils.
The cheeks are not as chubby as his.
No, Mason's were like.
His were super chubby.
Big old apple
Yeah.
cheeks. Get your hand down there.
He was always like 95%.
This one was always 95%.
Look, look,
So
look.
we're surprised.
Look
that
at
this
me,
one's
you see?
Yeah, not as big.
Yeah.
Huh? Look at, do you see
Look
it?
at
Oh,
it.
you can see a little bit of that little face there.
You see?
Look at you can see a little bit, Mason.
Oh.
Okay, I mean, you can see that hand. I mean, we were just like
You
right
definitely
there.
see that hand.
You see? Does he look like you?
How come that looks like a girl?
Oh, is that what it looks like to you?
You think it's a girl? It's a sister?
What do you think? You think it looks like a girl? Is that what it looks like to you? Look at how folded we up, folded up we are. Look at those little toes. And it's like up by,
like
see the mark
froggy.
right there? I mean, it's like blue. Oh, curled up.
Ready for a boy. I told them you'll get what you need.
Yep. Oh, look at the little, do you see it just a little bit?
You see? You see?
Just a little
Yeah?
bit. Oh, that's a cute little nose.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Look, Mason.
Oh, how sweet.
That's a baby.
I see the lip.
You see the
You see
lip,
the nose,
the
Mason?
nose,
Yeah.
the eyes?
Yeah, the eyes are like closed.
Yeah, they're
Mhm.
closed.
Yep,
It's
he's
not like
been
they're
sleeping.
staring at you.
Yeah. I've had one baby that's done it before. I'm always like, close your eyes.
Huh? It's a girl? You think?
I had a friend who used to say,
Looks
like,
like a girl.
they're like perfect in there, right? Like every need is met.
Yeah.
Like I'm the best mom I'm gonna be right now.
Exactly. And in reality, that's it. And after your first,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
really humblizes you,
So
you're
good.
never gonna be the perfect.
Yeah, like, we'll never do this.
Yeah.
And then like, oh my god, we do that all the time.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes to sleep is the right answer.
Yeah, right.
Do you see all
They
the
survive.
Yeah, and they do. Look at us. So all that white, see the white lines? That is all hair on your baby's head.
A lot of
Massive amount of hair.
Oh
How's your heartburn?
What?
It was really, really bad.
Yeah.
It was
What?
really bad. And
He's got a lot of
It's gotten a little bit
hair.
better?
A lot of hair.
Lucky.
A lot of hair. Look at all that.
Because usually it's during the third trimester,
Mhm.
remember, you
That
know?
has to be a girl.
I like how you keep going back and forth. I love it. That's great. Oh, I love it. Oh, okay, so we're eating.
Oh yes, eating what? I was just eating dates.
So that's a little bit of eating right there.
Yeah, I could see the mouth movement.
I can almost see like the face,
Look.
the hand, and those are the toes. That's the side of the foot.
Is it pinky
Do you
now?
see it all like right there in a row? See it all like right there in a
Like,
row?
almost touching the face.
Oh, that's a perfect picture right there. Look at that. Look, he's
Wait.
doing what your dad does. The thinking. You see the toe right there?
Why is the feet up in the air?
Because you're super flexible. Like you're so flexible, huh?
Cute. Oh, I'm so glad I got to see this face for you
thank
today.
you.
Sometimes I'm like, listen,
Yeah.
let's not like.
Not
It's
get our
like,
hopes up.
yeah, it's like let's just hope for something. You know,
No, you got.
we set our standards a little low, and I'm
Low.
like, oh look at all this. I just like a lot of times, especially like if your placenta's in the front and down here, when they look up, they look right into it and just like it like smushes their face.
Yeah.
It's just no
I
fun.
remember last time the baby was like behind the placenta too.
Oh yeah, and if the baby was up here, then there's like you know like at their
Yeah.
face. Yeah, it's crazy. But your baby did very well today. And I was able to everything we didn't clear last time. I was able to clear today on the face. Yeah, so all like the eyes, the palate, all the features. Look at you see like the little nose and lips.
We just got back from seeing baby. We got some food. We're waiting outside Martin's job because we only have an hour left. And since we got to take him home, we figured why go all the way back home and then have to drive all the way back out. This ultrasound technician was absolutely awesome. She was very happy, and I feel like that's the kind of attitude you want to have when you're working with moms, because my last appointment I went to, which was earlier on in my pregnancy, was the one that Martin went with me, and I was a complete nervous wreck that appointment, because that was during the time where my anxiety was at its worst. And the technician was I don't want to say rude, she wasn't rude, but she was just more serious. And I think that if she would have been able to, you know, loosen me up a little bit, you know, speak to me a little bit more, make me smile a little bit, I would have you know, she would have maybe calmed down my anxiety a little bit. But Martin kind of tried to record that time too, and she's like, put your phone away, I'll wait until you're done. And so she was just a little bit more serious and a little bit more to herself, I guess. I don't know, which isn't wrong, you know, that's not a part of the job requirement, like, oh, smile and be friendly, but it would have been nice of her to be so, right? But still, it's not expected, it's not part of her job. But Mason got to see the baby. He swears he thinks it's a girl because the baby has a lot of hair. There's something that sort of worries me a little bit, but I'm not gonna, you know, spend too much time stressing out about it. First trimester, early second trimester of me would have been probably crying by now, but it's something that worries me, but I'm just gonna, like, you know, let it go. Like,
I said I don't know because I want a boy.
but it looks like a girl, you said, right? Because of all the hair. Going back to what's worrying me though is the baby's only in the 30th percentile for weight, so very small for weight wise. And the ultrasound technician, you know, she didn't want to like worry me or anything, but I was like 30 percentiles on the smaller end. And so of course after the appointment I went to Google, which I know you shouldn't do, but I couldn't help it. I went to Google and Google was like, that's a small baby. It's a small sized baby. And the thing about it, no, it's not gonna be a midget, Mason. Let's not.
Huh?
It's not gonna be a midget. See, this is what I need. Food for my soul. Like, I'm so happy I brought my boy.
You said it's small.
It's small, but it's not like abnormally small. It's still, it's like lower than average, because average is 50 percentile for weight, right? And baby is like, maybe that means girl. Baby's just smaller than what I expected, because, okay, Mason, when Mason was a baby, even now, hold on, baby. You want a piece? I'm eating a little taco salad from Pollo Loco. It's super good. But when Mason was in the womb, and even now, he was always in the 90 to 95 percentile. I guess we could call it a mukbang. How they go? So I'm used to having a big boy. I'm used to having a big baby, right? He was always very, very big. And height and weight wise, he was always fairly large.
I'm bigger. I'm gonna be bigger.
And even now, all his friends are older than him, but he's right around the same size as them.
When I was 6, in my class, somebody was 7 years older. I was 6. Then I was the same height.
But that's just one reference. Mason has always been big, always had mass, always had width, always had length. I didn't expect it to be too much different for this baby, because brother's huge, right? However, I have read, and I do know that when you work out during your pregnancy, your babies tend to be leaner, so they tend to weigh less. And so, like, of course I like kept that in mind, and I know that baby was probably not going to be as big as Mason, but I didn't expect it to be such a big difference. Like 30 percentile versus 90 percentile is a big difference. We don't know what the percentile is for baby's length yet though, but I guess we'll find out. Mason, again, when he was born, he was almost 22 inches, like super long, super tall baby, always has been big. So that worried me a little bit. And then I went to Google, and I'm not the only mom with that worry. There's other moms who are at the exact same time frame of their pregnancy as I am.
Why are you scared about the size?
Because I'm a mom. I worry about everything. Mars would be so annoyed, because he's gonna be like, if you don't find one thing to worry about, you want to find another thing. But it's the mom in me. I can't help it. I just can't wait to see my doctor and just like talk to her, and maybe it's a girl. Because girls maybe tend to be a little bit small, but I wasn't. My mom says I was always really big too. Yeah, I was. Not lengthwise, but weight-wise, I was always a big girl.
You said to me you were small.
I was short. Yeah. But weight-wise, our family, my side of the family, which is the Bosio family, has always been very like macizo. It's like we've always been thick, girls included. Not lengthwise, we're short. But Martin's side of the family, see, Martin was always very, very skinny growing up. And not that I mind if the baby's skinny. If the baby's super skinny, that's fine, but just as long as it's okay, it's healthy, you know. Because I'm just like, is it not eating? Why is it not eating? Is the placenta attached? But it's like, I'm just getting into my mind, you know. Because obviously we just saw the ultrasound and she's like, yeah, everything looks fabulous. Anyway, this is so good. Eat, baby, eat. Which is funny and crazy though, because the whole time during the ultrasound, didn't you see the baby eating? The baby was eating. So, but its cheeks are not as chubby as Mason's was. Mason's cheeks were like super chubby. I'm a worrier. You know, I have to face that when it comes to my kids. I worry all the time, and I think it's the hormones in me while this pregnancy make me worry even more. I just want the best for them. I just want to make sure everything's okay, and I think when I get that confirmation, hearing it from my doctor, I'll feel better. So, and I have my appointment coming up in 2 days.
It has to be a girl because it has big long hair, and I think it has black
There's long hair. The baby has a lot of like long hair.
Wait,
Like how?
Wait, does it have black hair?
Maybe it is a girl.
Does it have black hair?
But Mason had a lot of hair too.
Mommy, does it have black hair?
I don't know the color of the hair.
It has to be black. It's not bald, right?
It's probably black. It's definitely not a bald baby.
But it's not a bald baby. It has to be black because it's blending in with the belly.
With the what?
With the belly.
The hair was?
Yeah.
The baby did have, she's like, are you having major heartburn? I was like, honestly? And she's like, because this baby has so much hair. Which is funny because when I was born with so much hair, like,
How about me?
a lot too, but not as much as I was though. You're born with a lot of hair, but still not as much as hair as what I had. I'm just happy to be eating. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us. I love you guys. If you're new here, like, subscribe. If you already have subscribed, thank you so much.
Want me to tell you the story how I got loose too?
Tell me.
So I got a candy cane and I was eating it like a medium size, and then I was biting it, and then I bite it too hard, and then I like flicked my teeth.
Oh my gosh, is that how you did it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Mason, was it meant to be? Was your tooth loose before that is my question? Or no, is that how you made it loose?
That's how I made it loose.
Oh, perfect.